I will be explaining the answer for the case study 1, which is the index number, and based on the changes in price and quantity of the three business items from the year 2022 to 2023. In part A, the question asks to calculate the simple relative price index for each of three items, which is paper, ink cartridge, and stapler. So before we calculate it, we need to know what the formula we need to use. The formula is price in 2023 divided by price 2022, then multiplied by 100. So for the first item is printer paper, so 14 ringgit divided by 12 ringgit and 50 cents and multiplied by 100, so it equals to 112.00%. And for second items is ink cartridge, so 50 ringgit divided by 45 ringgit and multiplied by 100, so it equals to 111.11%. And for the third items it is stapler, so 9 ringgit and 50 cents, it's divided by 8 ringgit and multiplied by 100, so it equals to 180.75%. So as you can see, all the three items had a price increase. So the stapler had the highest increase and showing that its price went up by 80.75%. Next, for the part B, the question is asked to calculate the simple average relative price index. So the formula that I use is total of relative price indices divided by the number of the items, which is 3. So we just need to take the total from the question A because the total is the same. We just need to divide by 3 because the question wants an average of the items. So first I add 112.00 plus 111.11 and plus 118.75. Then that equals to 341.86. And after that, I divided it by 3. So 341.86 divided by 3 equals to 113.95%. So this shows that on average, price has increased by 13.95% in 2023. Next, the question asks for which item has more demand. So the answer is, I compare the quantities purchased. So for the printer paper, it decreased from 500 units to 400 units. And for the stapler, is increased from the 300 to 350 units. For ink cartridge, is increased from 200 to 250 units. So even both stapler and ink cartridge increased by 50 units, we look at the percentage increase. So the stapler 350 divided by 300 is equals to 116.67%, and for the ink cartridge is 250 divided by 200 equals to 125%. So we can see that ink cartridge had a higher percentage increase in quantity, so it has more demand. For the part C is to calculate the simple aggregate quantity index. So I add all quantities in 2023 and divide them by total quantity 2022, then multiply by 100. So for the quantity, 400 plus 200 and 50 plus 350 equals to 1000 units. So 500 plus 200 plus 300 also equals to 1000 units. So 1000 divided by 1000 multiplied by 100 is equals to 100%. So this means the total quantity purchased is stayed the same. Next, we want to calculate the simple aggregate price index. So I added all the price for 2023. So 14 ringgit plus 50 ringgit plus 9 ringgit and 50 cents equals to 73 ringgit and 50 cents. Then for 2022 is 12 ringgit and 50 cents plus 45 ringgit plus 8 ringgit, it equals to 65 ringgit and 50 cents. So now 73 ringgit and 50 cents divided by 65 ringgit and 50 cents and multiplied by 100 equals to 112.21%. So this shows the overall price level increased by 12.21% in 2023. So for the last part is part B. So I calculate the simple average quantity index using this formula. So the quantity in 2023 divided by quantity in 2022, then multiplied by 100 for each item. Then I took the average. So here are the calculation. For the printer paper is 400 divided by 500 and multiplied by 100 equals to 80.00%. And for the ink cartridge is 250 divided by 200 and multiplied by 100 equals to 125%. And for the stapler is 350 divided by 300 multiplied by 100 equals to 116.67%. And then I added 80 plus 125 plus 116.67 equals to 321.67. So now divided by 3, 321.67 divided by 3 equals to 107.22%. So this means that on average the quantity purchased increased by 7.22% in 2023. So 12%, and on average people bought about 7% more items in 2023 than did in 2022.
I will presenting case study 2. A. First, I constructed a tree diagram to represent all possible outcomes and their associated probabilities. There are two levels. First, level is split into digital and cash payment. The second level splits into office and non-office purchases based on the payment type. Then, I multiply along the branches to get the joint probabilities. For example, digital and office, 0.85 multiply 0.70 equal to 0.595. Cash and office, 0.15 multiply 0.65 equal to 0.0975. B. to find the probability that a client makes an office supply purchase, I add the probabilities of both digital and cash users who made office purchases, which is 0.595 plus 0.0975 equal to 0.6925. So there's a 69.25% chance a randomly selected client made an office purchase. C. I calculated the joint probability of a client using cash and buying non-office supplies. Cash intersection non-office 0.15 multiply 0.35 equal to 0.0525. This means only 5.25% of clients fall into this category. D. Here I use Bayes' theorem to reverse the condition. We are given that a client bought office supplies and we want to know the probability they use digital payment. Digital divided by office, so 0.595 divided by 0.6925 equal to 0.8591. So there is an 85.91% chance that the client use. So there is an 85.91% chance that the client use digital payment if they bought office supplies.
Question 2. The case study is about employee involvement in corporate activities. The scenario describes a survey conducted among 200 employees to study their participation in two types of corporate activities. The first team is team building and second is training workshops. The data collected show that 90 employees participated in team building and 75 employees participated in training workshop and 40 employees participated in both activities. And T represent the set of employees who participate in team building and W represent the set of employees who participate in training workshop. So let's move for the first question. The first question is how many employees participate in the team building only? So to answer this question, we use this formula. T minus T intersection W, which is 90 minus 40 equals to 50. So 50 employees participated only in the team building. Question B, how many employees participated only in the training workshop? So to answer this question, use formula W minus T intersection W, which is 75 minus 40 equals to 35. So 35 employees participated only in the training workshop. Now we move to question C. We calculate how many employees participated in either team building, training, workshop, or both. So to answer this question, we use T union W equals T plus W minus T intersection W. That is 90 plus 75 minus 40 equals 125. So 125 employees participated in at least one activities. Next is question D. How many employees did not participate in any of the two activities? So we subtract the number who joined at least one activities from the total numbers of employees. So 200 minus 125 equals 75. So 75 employees did not join any activities at all. Now let's move to the last question for Venn diagram. Let's now visualize the data using a Venn diagram. In the team building circle, we place 50. In the training workshop circle, we place 35, and in the intersection, which mean both activities, we place 40, and outside both circle, representing no activities, we place 75. This helps us clearly understand how participation is distributed among the employees.
So for section 2, question A, what is the probability that a randomly selected employee participate in team building? The probability of event T, which is participation in team building, is equal to 90 divided by 200, which gives 0.45. Out of 200 employees, 90 participate in team building, so the probability that a randomly selected employee participate in team building is 0.45. Question B, what is the probability that an employee participate in both activity? The probability of event B, which represent participation in both activity, is equal to 40 divided by 200. Out of 200 employee, 40 participate in both activity, so the probability that a randomly selected employee participate in both activity is 0.20. Question C, what is the probability that an employee participate in only one activity? The probability that an employee participate in only one activity is equal to the number who do team building only plus the number to do workshop only, divided by the total number of employee. The 50 plus 35 divided by 200, which equals 0.43. Out of 200 employee, 50 did only team building and 35 did only training workshop. So 85 employee did only the one activity. The probability is 0.43. Or question D, what is the probability that an employee participate in neither activity? The probability that an employee participate in neither activity is equal to 75 divided by 200, which is 0.375. 75 employees did not participate in either activity, so that the probability that a randomly selected employee participate in neither activity is 0.375. And the last question, which is question E on section 2, is are team building and training workshop considered mutually exclusive even if you answer? No, they are not mutually exclusive because both employee participate in both activity. In probability, they even are mutually exclusive if they cannot happen at the same time. Since some employee did both, the event are considered non-mutually exclusive.
I will explain question 3. I will begin with question 1, which is about arranging 4 items out of 15 for display. Since arrangement or order matters use permutation, formula used is NPR equal to N divided by N minus R. where n equal to 15, r equal to 4, so we can calculate it. We just include all the information to the formula. So there are 32,760 different ways to arrange 4 promotional items out of 15 for display. Moving on to question 2, this question asks for the number of combination when choosing 5 items from 15. Because the order does not matter, we use combination. Formula used is NCR equal to n divided by r in bracket n minus r, where n equal to 15, r equal to 5. So we calculate that we include all the information to the formula. Therefore, there are 3003 possible combinations to form a gift basket of 5 items from 15. Now question 3. Adds a condition. The gift basket must always include the premium pen. Since one item, the pen is already fixed, we only need to choosing 4 more items from remaining 14. Formula used is combination formula, NCR equal to n divided by r in bracket n minus r, where n is 14 and r is 4. Same with the other question, we just include the information to the formula and calculate it. So there are 1001 valid gift basket that include the premium pen. Finally, question 4 is about avoiding a conflict. 2 touch gadgets must not be in the same basket. So we go with step-by-step process. The first step is find the total combination without restriction. We just use combination formula, where n equal to 15, r equal to 5. After we include all the information and we calculate, we will get 3003. Step 2, combination where both touch gadgets are together. Fix both gadget A and B. Choose 3 more from the remaining 13. We just use the same formula with step 1, but the n equal to 13 and r equal to 3. So we include the information to the formula and we calculate. We will get 286. Step 3 is subtract invalid combination. So 3003 minus 286, therefore 2717 gift basket can be formed without placing both touch gadget in the same basket.